Morning rains rolling through the Hudson Valley. They've rolled away for now, and as always, the Cadets rolling into Michie Stadium, loud and proud, ready to cheer on their classmates as they hit the field for another football Saturday at West Point. College football on CBS Sports Network, here for the grounds of the United States Military Academy. The Black Knights ready to tangle with the Panthers of Georgia State. Hi there, Jason Knapp here. So glad to have you with us alongside 7-year NFL pro Ross Tucker. And Ross, we've got a battle today of two teams that seem to be better than their records indicate.
Well, they definitely are, and they have been in recent years. Georgia State's been to 3 straight bowl games. They've won the last 2. Army has been to back-to-back bowl games. They both realize you can't be 0-5 if you're Georgia State or 1-3 if you're Army. That would be an uphill battle to get to a bowl game after that.
The Black Knights' last game, first win of the season. A breakout performance offensively, almost 500 yards on the ground, and Tyson Riley with a new career high.
Yeah, it was his breakout game. The junior fullback, they call him the...
Oh, we got college football on CBS Sports Network presented by Geico. The first Conference USA clash of the season brings us to Boca Raton. FAU hosting Chris Reynolds and the Charlotte 49ers. FAU's got a great quarterback as well, N'Kosi Perry. For the birthday boy, head coach Willie Taggart, turning 46 tonight. Will Healy at Charlotte looking to wreck those birthday plans. Welcome to the booth, everybody, and welcome to the third game of our quadruple header here on CBS Sports Network. I'm Chris Hassel. Great to have you with us. Should be a lot of scoring tonight, a bunch of big plays, and you're not going to hear from just me tonight.
Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, home of the Huskies. Northern Illinois champions of the MAC welcomes the Vanderbilt Commodores from the SEC. With the College Football Hall of Famer Randy Cross, I'm Carter Blackburn. When you look at Northern Illinois, this is a team known for running the football, but we're focusing on the quarterbacks, which means you focus on Rocky Lombardi, the Michigan State transfer who has done it all in his Northern Illinois career.
Well, when you think Big Ten quarterback, you think kind of a big physical guy or a runner. Well, Rocky Lombardi is probably a pretty good combination of both. He moves around pretty well in the pocket, but he can flat just spin that ball out there. Against Tulsa last week, several beautiful passes, and when he has his number called as far as running, he can make this kind of a run, which, you know, is the reason he was at Michigan State. He was one heck of a quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, for Vanderbilt, you have two different quarterbacks we'll likely see today. Mike Wright, who did not play well last week at Tulsa. The freshman A.J. Swan did play well for the Vanderbilt Commodores, and we expect to see both.
Well, Clark Lee, the head coach, was very specific. I have a number 1 quarterback, and that's Mike Wright. Absolutely, he is their number 1 guy. Problem is, last week he made a few bad decisions. They got down big early and decided, hey, why not go with A.J. Swan, see how he does. Well, you know how he did. He did extremely well. They say he plays exactly like he practices. He must practice pretty good because he had a heck of a display.
So no quarterback controversy for Vanderbilt, at least not yet. But we expect to see both quarterbacks today on the road. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores coming up against the Huskies of Northern Illinois.
College football on CBS Sports Network, brought to you by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. It's a West Coast showdown as the Oregon State Beavers is 1-0 take on the Bulldogs of Fresno State. Hi, everybody. Welcome into the broadcast booth. Alex Tabario, long-time 3-time Pro Bowler, 11-year NFL veteran, Dante Whitner. Dante, what a matchup we have here tonight. Two teams that are 1-0, two programs that are going in the right direction for Fresno State. They're probably thinking about being in the mix for the Mountain West Conference Championship. As for Oregon State, they're on the next stage of their rebuild, back in a bowl game last year. 7 wins. Jonathan Smith took them to take this team to the next level.
Yeah, both of these teams are headed in the right direction. Oregon State, under head coach Jonathan Smith, they didn't start off the tenure right. They went 1-11, 2-10 last year, 7-5, and made a bowl game. With the dismantling of Boise State last week, the trajectory for this team is high. Fresno State, they comes into this season with high expectations. The return of head coach Jeff Tedford, you have high-level playmakers on both sides of the ball, and let alone you have a top-tier quarterback in Jake Haener that can throw it all over the field.
Wonders.
As Dorothy said, we're a long way from home as the Bulldogs roll into Husky territory. They're not fazed by the record. They're still hyped for a Saturday afternoon matchup with a team they could upset. College College football on CBS Sports Network is presented by the Home Depot. The Huskies and the Bulldogs at Pratt & Whitney Stadium in East Hartford. It is a gloomy and windy one here as we welcome you inside the booth with two-time Super Bowl champion Christian Fauria. I'm Megan McPeak. Justin Walters will join us in a moment. Big picture looking at this game. Injuries playing a big part.
Yeah, for UConn, the big story is they need to find a way to generate some offense, some production. In the last 3 games, they've been outscored 148-24. And for Fresno State, the big storyline for us and for everybody is Logan Fife.
And you look at this game, injuries, as we've mentioned, playing a huge part. These are just some of the key guys, Christian.
Yeah, Nate Carter out for the season now, heart and soul of that offense. And you look at Fresno State, all 3 of these guys are starters, and 2 of them are captains. So there's a lot of leadership that they don't have on the field right now.
Now it's time for Do Project Smarter, brought to you by the Home Depot. And Logan Fife is looking very